Hello, lords and ladies, and welcome to Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. My name is Nihil, and I'm joined by...
The Killer.
And this is the first video for this channel, so bear with us. We'll figure this out eventually. Alright, so we're going to start on hard mode, if I can figure out the controls. That's not it. There we go. Alright, and we'll get into more intros after story. So we'll fully voice act this. Long ago, Medeus, king of the Dragonkin, conquered the continent of Arcanea, giving rise to an age of fear and despair for all its people. That tyranny was broken, however, when an unlikely hero intervened. A young man hailing from the Altea region appeared with a divine blade in hand. Fang of Dragon and Blade of Light locked in battle, and in the end, Blade prevailed. For some time after, the land enjoyed an age of peace. However, after a century's passing, the Shadow Dragon returned. Now, I find it fascinating that this is a century, because that's 100 years.
It's quite a while.
I think it's really short.
For Shadow Dragon to return?
I guess so. Yeah, for a giant dragon to return, like, people haven't forgotten. There's still probably really old people alive, but...
You felt like probably asked the grandparents, like, hey, did you fight a dragon? Because it's back.
Yeah, like, it's really just not that far, you know? People haven't had time to forget. So anyway, he forged an alliance with a fiendish sorcerer who sought to rule the world. And their combined might toppled kingdom upon unsuspecting kingdom. See, that's what I mean, they're unsuspecting, but like...
They just had this happen 100 years ago.
Yeah, this is still recent memory. Again, darkness threatened to engulf the continent. It fell upon the king of Altea, sole descendant of the dragon slayer hero, to sally forth, great words, with the divine blade and fulfill his blood destiny. But he was betrayed by his neighbor and ally Gra, and both king and kingdom fell. I think that is what, if you're playing on easy or normal mode, the prologue is that.
Ah, I see.
Altea's prince, Marth, escaped the castle and found refuge on the Isle of Talus. But at a dear cost, his sister stayed behind to buy his freedom. Chapter 1, Marth Embarks.
I'm a bit surprised for such a legendary hero, he only had a single heir.
Yeah, it is a little strange. Well, it did say Marth had a sister.
Yeah, but the king was the heir of the legendary hero, yet he was the only one. I figured if you slay a dragon, you should probably pass that bloodline along.
Probably, if it's important. Marth, Prince of Altea, was lucky. Was he, though? Oops. I've done a thing. Well, now you know we're playing on an emulator. Oh well.
It happens.
Though Dalher took from his kingdom, and all but a handful of knights, they could not take his life. Marth lived and made it to the eastern Isle of Talus. Talus was a small border kingdom with no grand order of knights to boast of. But its king selflessly gave Marth use of the isle's eastern fortress. And as he saw the boy shake with anger and grief, he also gave wise counsel. Prince Moth, he said, I do not doubt you love your sister something great, but you must be patient. Time is on your side. If you stay here and grow stronger, a time will come when you can help her. So Marth stayed in Talus, protected by its kind people, and the years went by. Alright, we got our first map, I guess.
Looks like pirates are attacking.
Do you want to be Jay again?
Sure. Sire, you're a visitor from the castle. It's Princess Seda.
Sheeta, what is it? I'm gonna use Sheeta for this Let's Play because that's the Japanese name, and that's what I got used to, and I don't know why they felt the need to change it. Sheeta, what is it? You look white as a sheet. Marth, come quickly. It's the castle. Galder's pirates attacked from out of nowhere. They stormed the gates and cut down everyone in their path. I fear for my father's life. Steady, Sheeta. You did well to come find us. Altea's bravest knights aren't about to hand Talus to that flock of seafowl. Come, we'll make for the castle now. Yeah, Altea's gonna stop an entire invasion with, like, what? More people than I expected, honestly.
Looks like we have at least a few good soldiers.
Alright, we'll start by looking at the map a little bit here. Alright, so we just got some pirates and stuff.
Also, I love how I got to say Sheeta first when I didn't know her name.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Oh, well.
Oh, okay, there's the enemy range. We'll make use of that. I've got to figure out what the R button is.
Kind of important.
Okay, there's L, so that's that, okay. Because I want to look at people's... Oh, whoops. Oh, well. Oh, duh. The second screen. I'm still in GBA mode. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So we'll talk about our units here. So we got Marth, of course. And we'll also each have, I don't know how many, to say, let's use this unit. You know, we'll each have some saves to not bench people that we like. So clearly, we're not going to bench Marth.
He's the poster child. He has to be shown off.
I don't even think it'll let us bench Marth. Now, I have not played this game, but I've heard that Marth is terrible.
But he's the hero. How can he be terrible?
His growths are apparently not great. His bases are, I mean, okay for the start of the game. But he also, I think, I've been told he's the only one that can visit villages. And that does seem to be the case.
Oh, so he's the only one who's polite enough to talk to the people.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, okay, here's 3 houses. We're gonna visit each of those. He destroyed that, so we're not gonna visit that. Yeah. Okay, so that's 4 turns of Marth visiting things.
Just talking.
So
He's
everybody
like a diplomat. Just, hey, there's war out there. Don't go outside.
Yeah. So he's gonna be our messenger boy to tell everyone else not to go outside. So then we've got Sheeta. I don't know how you feel, and I know I'm gonna get flack for this from the comments and the Fire Emblem community at large. I really don't like Pegasus Knights as units.
I know that, because I know every time I've seen you talk about Pegasus Knights, you're not that fond.
Yeah, I just don't like that they're so squishy, and yeah, that's really it. I like defense on my units, and Pegasus Knights ain't got it. So I'm not going to be super into using Sheeta. We might for story significance, but other than that, yeah, we're not gonna.
Which is kind of funny, because I usually like at least one Pegasus Knight in all the Fire Emblem games I've played, so bit of a change there.
Yeah, so we've got the archetype for the red and green Cavaliers. We got Cain and Abel. So it looks like Cain is the stronger one, and Abel's the faster one. I don't know if we'll use both of them always, but we'll use at least one of them probably to the end, because it's nice to have one of those Cavaliers. Jagan we'll use as a Jagan, you know how the archetype goes. We'll use him, try not to give him too many kills, and then when he eventually falls off, we'll bench him. He's
an old man. He deserves his rest.
Yeah. Gordon, I've been told, is abysmal, which is why we're going to be using it.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
I want to, okay, I'm going to get more flag. I don't like Pegasus Knights. I do like archers. And I know archers are statistically, like, the worst class, but that's whatever. And then we've got Drog. I don't know how good Armor Knights are in this game. If he serves us well, we'll keep him. If he doesn't, we'll bench him. Plus, all of this depends on who we end up getting, so yeah. And I also wanted to go over some things. We would have also had one more character. I'm going to go over some of the differences. If we played on normal, and we lost enough characters to where we only had 4, we would get an additional character here named Norne that is also an archer.
Sounds like they pity. It's like, you're really bad at prologue here, you need some extra support.
Yeah, the reason that is because this is one of the Kaga games, and Kaga was the creator of Fire Emblem, and yeah, he didn't plan on you restarting if you lost somebody. So, we're gonna go ahead and start playing and stop talking quite so much. We'll keep talking, but I'm gonna start moving. I'm just gonna go kill this thief over here. But yeah, so Kaga was the father of Fire Emblem and said that you shouldn't restart if you lose somebody, so he built in different fail-safes for if you lost too many people. Yeah, that's optimal movement.
He just wants to take a leisure.
We'll just go and take care of this guy.
Yeah, sounds like it basically has lots of like redundancy in units in that case.
Not too much, but that's why pre-promotes are a thing. So, Killera, you don't know much about this game.
Very little. I know Moth's the hero, and that's about it.
We'll voice act real quick. Prince Moth, 'tis good you stopped by. The villagers have collected 10,000 gold pieces.
Pretty rich village.
Oh, we're here to collect taxes. Great. If it please you, use the money to arm your warriors and rid our land of those pirates.
I mean, is it really tax if they just offered it to us without us asking?
Yeah, that's a good question. Let's see. We'll go to the armory and see what we got.
Oh, that's a store in battle.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen these.
No, I haven't.
Killera, why don't you talk about what Fire Emblem games have you played?
Let's get to the point. I've played Awakening, Echoes, and Fates. I've also played the Warriors game. That doesn't really help for Fire Emblem.
Alright, I'm thinking we buy...
And for Fates, I've played Conquest and Birthright. I didn't play the combined Revelation story path.
You really didn't miss much.
As you've told me.
Alright, that's all we're gonna pick up for now, just so we have them. And then I guess we'll start moving in on these pirates.
We were kind enough, we didn't window shop, we actually bought something.
Yeah. And just so people know, I've played, Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn. I actually played Path of Radiance with Killera, and that was fun.
I kind of forgot about it, because I didn't play, I was just beside you chatting.
Oh wait, Jagan can visit.
Hey, an old man can be polite as well.
Hey, we found Jagan's role for this Let's Play.
He can be the diplomat instead.
They're moving forward, so I'm gonna move him here. I don't think this game has supports, and I could be wrong, and that's fine if you guys in the comments want to correct me. Yeah, I'm just gonna start Jagan visiting. Knight belongs on the front lines, if you ask me. Thanks, villager.
But
Yeah,
I didn't even do
okay.
anything. It's just like, yeah, you deserve to be on the front lines, old man. You have thick armor.
Alright, so we're gonna... Well, technically he's talking about a knight, so that would be Drog,
True.
because that's his class.
But to be fair, I don't know if Villager would know the difference between a knight and just a dude in armor.
True. We'll leave Drog on the front lines for a minute. We don't have a healer, though, so we're gonna have to be kind of careful. High weapon level to the strongest weapon. Yeah, we know that.
Sounds like just general game tips there.
Yeah. That was a crit, so that's nice.
Oh, you left him at 1. It's always the worst time.
Now, we're gonna feed that kill to Gordon.
Oh, right. Gotta feed the little weakling.
Oh, for a second I thought that said he did 18 damage. I was like, whoa!
That would be pretty impressive.
Alright. We don't even have vulnerary. Goodness.
Gonna have to be extra careful with Moth there.
Yeah, nobody has vulneraries. That's great. Is there a... let's see. There's another kind of store you can find. I know a little bit about this game. There's another kind of store you can find while you're on here that sells items. Sometimes, actually. In the GBA games, that's how it works. I don't know if it's the same for this. We're gonna put... Yeah, we're gonna put you on the front lines. And then let's give him the sword. Next table. And Jagan can go visit this last one, get us our last bit of advice. Yeah, just telling us what thieves do. Got it. Since this is the first game in the series, technically, it's a remake of it, I guess they want you to be able to start with this one. By explaining all these things. Alright, Drog is actually pretty tanky, taking 1 damage, so yeah, we might be using him. Oops.
Oh, that was a bit of an exposed archer there. But also I would hope the knight was good at defense, because all that thick armor against some pirates.
Yeah, I forget how weapon triangle works in this game though, so I don't know how much extra they're doing. We're critting again.
Looks like Moth wants to show off.
So I've been told it's hard to commentate and play, and I can definitely attest to yes, it is. I don't really want to do that. Let's Gordon first. Let's get him a kill. Finish off this guy. So to finish off that list of games I've played, Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn, all the 3DS games, Echoes, Fates, and Awakening, Sacred Stones, Warriors, and then a little bit of all of the other ones, pretty much. I haven't finished any of those, but I have a somewhat working knowledge of the rest. Let's see. How many do we have to get through?
Quite a few.
Yeah. I'm gonna use Jagan to set up some kills, maybe. How much does he do?
Probably too much.
No, he does 8.
Oh yeah, expected him to do more. Oh, interesting one on the left side, because we attacked from the left.
Oh yeah, that was interesting. Alright, oh, we can use the forts to heal, that's what we can do.
That makes sense, rest up in fort.
I don't want to do that, because I didn't think about this. Alright, we're gonna have to use Sheeta here. Yeah, that's fine. Because I don't want Gordon to keep getting attacked by these guys.
Makes sense. Have to protect your guys that can't defend themselves at melee range.
Yeah, so we'll get Drog up here to start tanking the top and set up some kills for our Cavaliers. Alright, let's see. Kanto is not a thing in this game. So he's got a javelin, so this works out nicely. We can still make this work. I realized that was a 60% hit that I just ignored. But yeah, it worked out, so you can't complain.
Basically, just hey, you can throw it, then throw it. I don't care about the accuracy.
And we are going to be restarting if we lose somebody to a certain extent. If we lose somebody totally useless, I reserve the right to say we're moving on without them, we don't need them.
I suppose that's fair. If we're not gonna plan on using them, no need to worry about them being lost.
Oh yeah, that's a crit. The crits in this game look so, like, they're not flashy compared to, well, crap.
Speaking of death.
Alright. I'm going to restart this, and we'll see you again in a second. And we are back. Yeah, that was a bit of a flub, but yeah, we're gonna just keep pushing on. Great timing, as Killer pointed out off camera, that yeah, as soon as I say we're gonna continue, if we lose somebody, we lose somebody, and we restart.
But it's important, we don't have enough people to start throwing them away yet.
Yeah. Alright, we're still gonna keep feeding Gordon. We should set up kills for Marth. Drog I'm not too worried about. He's taking nothing from these guys.
He'd be good front line. Just get all the hate.
Use Jagan still to keep setting stuff up.
gotta make sure Marth gets nice and strong so he can lead this army.
Yeah. Like I said, I've been told that that's never really gonna happen, but we're gonna play like it is.
We can try at least.
Let's see, we'll put him here to keep Marth from being attacked from multiple sides. And yeah, especially since this is the first Let's Play for this channel, if you have anybody you really want to see us use, let us know, and we'll try and use that person. That's not a guarantee, but yeah, we'll make an effort.
At least give them a good try, see how good or bad they might be.
Alright, what do we need to get? We need to get him to... There's a way, I thought, to... Yeah, there we go. So we need to get him to 9 if we want. This time we bought Sheeta a javelin.
Sheeta's a bit too fast to just weaken.
That's fine. We'll kill some of these guys off first, anyway. I bet he's slow enough. Yeah, he is.
As long as he can hit it.
Oh yeah, that's that 60 again.
Well, I did it, so good.
Yeah, we'll weaken with that.
Oh, missed.
Yeah, those javelin hit rates. She's in range of a guy, but that's probably fine. I'm actually not going to move Drog, because that'll put her in range of 2 guys.
Yeah, it sounds a bit too much damage if you're being careful.
Yeah, I'd prefer, I mean, we can heal with these forts, but I would prefer to not just sit on them for forever.
Several turns. Waiting.
Okay, he's safe to go here. Yeah, assuming he kills this guy.
If he had missed, Marth could have backstepped and protected Gordon.
Yeah, but I wanted Marth to get this kill.
True. I think staying alive is a bit more important than XP.
Yeah, we're going to conserve that rapier quite a bit. Just because it's a nice weapon and I don't want to use it. And I know that people who like mecha are going to say, oh, that's a pitfall, use your good weapons. No. Just no. I'm in a horde, and that's just what I'm gonna do. We're not gonna completely horde. I mean, we'll use them when it's necessary, but
only use the minimum amount of force needed to get the job done. At times.
Yeah, there's no reason to just use it if we don't need it. Okay, that's fine.
She'll be fine. She can take it.
Yeah, I was worried about Kane is still was still in range, and I don't remember how much they do to him.
I think they were doing about 6.
Yeah, so I guess he's fine. Alright, we'll start with Sheeta. Let's weaken these guys a bit. Yeah, we'll do it this way. I always like feeding kills to the weaker units. I'm one of those that likes to see, you know, people like Gordon go from the level 1 to being slightly usable by the end of the game.
An improvement.
Yeah. However slight.
Always get close to first level.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Let's do Jagan from here. We'll Silver Lance it just to set that up. Oh. Or he'll get a crit and just take that. That's fine.
He's gonna steal that XP for himself.
And we'll heal him up a little bit with that fort. Oh yeah, we've got the convoy in this. That's nifty.
Do we even have anything in the convoy?
I don't think so, but we can...
Nah, doesn't look like
No, we do.
Not surprised though, we just thought it after all.
I mean, they could have given us something since we didn't play the prologue that we would have gotten in the prologue, but
True.
this is not that kind of game, I guess.
Considering they kill your sister off. It's like, yeah, no, don't need that sister.
I don't think she's actually dead.
No idea.
Yeah, I think the story is just that they took her and she's still alive and we've got to go get her back at some point. But I don't really know.
I suppose we'll certainly find out.
I'm giving a lot to him. I should probably give this to Marth.
Allow Marth to get the first level at least.
They're at least close to it. I don't think that'll level him. Oh, it will.
Nice.
Alright. Okay, good level up. I'll take that.
That is quite nice.
Especially since I'm watching a Let's Play right now where everybody just keeps leveling magic that doesn't need it. What do we have to go through still? Jagan has a really long range, so I'm actually going to let him heal a little bit more, just so he can tank and set up kills for us.
Yeah, so you can catch up real quick.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, nobody's in range of that hunter. Interesting, that's not a class we see much. His model looks like a sniper from the later games.
Yeah, but doesn't look like he's as strong as a sniper.
No. I mean, if they're gonna throw promoted enemies at us on level 1, I mean, that would be a little bit mean.
Would be a rough time.
Even for a Kage game, that would be a little bit mean. We're not in range of anybody there, are we? No, we're not. So we're okay. I just want to see what this looks like.
I mean, almost 90% chance to get the kill. Should be fine.
If he misses, he won't die.
Yeah.
It's the important thing.
He'll go from it.
There we go. Gordon's first level. Not great, but okay. Defense on an archer, sure.
And speed, he might double some people.
Yeah, but archers, I don't know. He's already doubling a lot. Actually, no, he's not. What am I talking about? Yeah, he needed that.
I think Sheeta's the only one I've seen so far that could double someone.
Yeah, it's weird to me that Jagan is not doubling. Is he going to destroy that? No, thieves are the only one in this game that can destroy stuff. This is not Path of Radiant.
I think there's any thieves left, so
yeah,
don't worry about that.
We're fine. We just gotta get ready for these guys. So 2 people are in range of the fort. I'll let Abel tank that, I suppose. I'm gonna put her in the mountains, just so she can be nearby if we need her.
Enjoy nice scenic view.
Right. And I think we'll stay there.
Allow them to come to us. Oh, he missed.
And we'll probably play a little bit careful until we, really get the feel of our units and what they're, what they can do, and I feel more confident putting them out there, knowing they're not going to die.
Death is generally bad for your health, and we care about the health of our army.
We do. We're good employers here at Marth Incorporated.
Who incorporated them? There's a union.
No, because I'm the prince, or Marth is the prince, and I'm sure he would put a stop to that.
No unions. Just go to the battlefield, kill some enemies, don't die.
We could also turn off animations if you guys wanted us to, but there's just a certain charm, I think, in having them on and seeing seeing everything. I don't, I've played games with the animations off, and I just don't fall in love with the units like I do when they're on. So,
I feel like it's a bit harder to fall in love with just the sprite, whereas when you see the sprite actually acting out and doing things in combat, you have more personality.
Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, we're okay. I actually just checked for crit chance there because I hadn't really been paying attention to that, and I just kind of assumed like, it's level 1, they're not gonna drop a bunch of crit enemies on us, but I'm like, I am fighting people with axes. I should probably pay attention to that.
It's always unfortunate to get hit by that 1% crit. It'll be fine, 1%, it's not gonna happen. Then it does.
Yeah. Alright, our third level up of this Let's Play, Abel.
And
Great.
not a good start, Abel.
No, it is not. At least it wasn't empty.
Can you get empty levels?
Yes, you can.
Oh, that's horrible.
Because every stat, everybody has a growth rate, which is a % chance that a stat goes up, and so they could all roll and land on 0. I've seen it happen very few times in total playing Fire Emblem as a franchise, but I have seen it happen.
At that point you have to question, did you learn nothing in all that experience? Because it looks like it.
I'm also pushing my skip button for the XP just out of habit, and I need to stop doing that, at least somewhat, so we know where people are at.
So we know when someone's just about to level up or not.
Alright, and we can have other people visit houses, so we're gonna do that. That is like the most un-Fire Emblem NPC I think I've ever seen.
Why is she not a Fire Emblem NPC?
She just does not look like she fits in with this. I would expect to see somebody looking like this in like Phoenix Wright or something.
She got accused of murder because she was bringing her groceries home on the wrong street.
Either that or she was the one murdered.
Maybe.
A man of the staff by the name of Rise lives in the village south of the castle. He was hoping to meet your prince. Oh yeah, I forgot. Rise is in this. Let's go get Rise. I'm trying to think of a voice for this guy.
Do you want me to go for it? Sure.
Yeah, you go
Okay.
for it if you got something.
I am Rise, a humble curate. I cannot fight, but the staff I carry can heal your wounded. Take me with you, and you'll be very glad you did.
I love that Marth says nothing. Just like, alright, this weirdo wants to come with us and heal people.
I don't know why, but I was expecting like a young man, and then his face showed up. Like, what is this old teaser doing here?
You didn't know who Rise was?
No. I'm probably thinking of someone else that I've heard with a similar name.
Yeah, I know who Rise is, and yeah. Yeah.
At least we can heal people now.
Yeah, we can, and do you guys want us to use Rise, like, for the meme of it? Because, we'll use him, and then if we get another healer that just is too appetizing, we'll go for that. But Rise is pretty sexy, so we might just stick with him. Galder, that's the harbor town west of Talus, out beyond the water. These days, a pirate by the name of Gomer calls the shots there. The whole town's at the mercy of his crew. Ah yes, Gomer, the infamous pirate. I guess that's foreshadowing for story.
Probably.
And we're dealing with Gazak.
Is everything pirate, like, important?
I
G?
just realized in Fates, there's another Gazak.
Oh, is it like a long descendant or something? Or just a reference, probably?
I don't know. I don't really think they address it. He's another axe user. I think he's a... What is his class? I think he's a berserker. In Fates. So that's really weird that they would reuse that name. And maybe the spelling's a little different, but yeah, that's kind of interesting. He's one of the recruitable bosses in Fates.
Ah, I see. I don't think I ever really bothered recruiting bosses.
Oh, I did just because it was a unique thing you could do. He actually kind of hurts Jagan.
does have a steel axe, that helps.
He's got that 1% crit too.
Ooh, that's dangerous.
Wait, he just has a steel axe and he
Doesn't have range.
doesn't move. Yeah, I know how to handle this.
We're gonna siege your castle.
Oh.
Kazak.
Yeah, that's terrible. Okay,
Is that like a 40% hit chance?
yeah, 3 damage. So, what does a silver lance look like against him?
Okay, that's much better, but it's still quite painful on the receiving end.
Yeah, we're just gonna sit and wait. And you know what? We'll start the might of Altea, you say now. Har, ye sprogs. Looks to be might short of mighty to me. Well, all right then.
To be fair, it was this nuts and then immediately dodged.
Yeah, he did, and he's doing it more. Can Rise make it to Jagan? He can. Alright, so we can just sit here doing this for a little bit and level Rise, I guess. I'd like Marth to get the kill. That's not a lot of damage. But that's okay.
Gonna be a little while.
We have our trusty archer Gordon, and he's gonna help us out. Great. Yeah, we'll steel bow a little bit, see if we can make a dent.
Hey, you got the first hit in.
Because he's standing on a city, I'm wondering if he's going to be healing.
Would we be able to see if we like hover over him?
Gate.
So yeah, he does heal and void.
Oh yeah, he does. Oh, that's why he's got such high dodge. Well, he healed all that. That's great. Jagan, come on, man.
Certainly a rough first boss.
It is. I'm just gonna skip some of these animations because we're gonna be here all day if I don't.
Hey, strength and speed.
Alright, Gordon.
He wants to prove that he deserves to be on this team.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of, I'm hoping we get another Rolf situation from when I first played the Tellius games, because I didn't know that Rolf was supposed to be bad. So I used him a lot, and apparently his growths are just abysmal, and he's actually never really supposed to get good. But for me, he just got blessed by RNG my first playthrough, and ended up being absolutely amazing. Finally, Jagan.
Get some actual damage in.
So I'm hoping that Gordon is the same. And maybe I'm just wrong and Gordon actually isn't supposed to be that bad. And it's just the meme of it all. I know that I've seen a little bit of the Fire Emblem OVA, and yeah, I mean, that's a thing. I think, Jagan's gonna die if he gets counterattacked, so he's just gotta sit. I have another javelin in it. Let's start. Yeah, there we go.
Low chance to hit, but it can do more damage. I think he hit.
He did, and
So
that
now-
means that Marth can...
84% chance. Though, if he misses, he's probably gonna die the next turn.
Doing it. Don't miss. Alright. You'll pay, dog. Alright. Hey, we got our first vulnerary. I'm betting that Marth is the only one that can do this. Yeah.
Just wait a turn.
Yeah, that is kind of the way this game works. And that is it. We'll do story. I mean, that is definitely a king. That art is something. Ah,
Magnificent beard.
yes, he does. Ah, Prince Marth. Oh, you should see it in the, I'm thinking about doing a whole series on the Fire Emblem manga. Like, Marth's father has just... his face is beard. And then this guy, his face is mustache.
Well then.
So, Prince Marth, you have saved us in our hour of need. Please accept my thanks. Lad, I believe you are ready. If you wish to seek out allies in Aurelis, I will give you what soldiers I can to see you arrive there safely. Captain Ogma is a fine swordsman, brave and true. I know he and his fighters will serve you well. I actually think Ogma's really cool. I've seen him in some other stuff. Another thing, during your travels, you are certain to meet many who despise Dolvar. Some may be hiding in villages. It's really nice, well, I guess we got told if we visited already, but it's funny that they tell us in story to visit after the fact. Some may be hiding in villages. Others may have been captured or forced to fight against their will or better judgment, so talk to enemies.
Yeah.
It falls upon you to find these individuals and win them over to your cause. Understood, lad? Then go. The time has come. Be patient, steady, strong. I know you will do great things. It's really interesting to me. I know this came out on, like, the SNES or something originally. And this is a remake, but it seems like they kind of kept Marth as a silent protagonist.
Seems like it. Doesn't seem to be talking too much.
And that's going to do it for our first episode. I hope that you join us for episode 2. And, yeah, we'll see you next time.
Have a good day.
Should have seen it coming. You're so used to running. Anytime you have to try. Time don't feel so linear. With heartbreak so familiar. We all know what's insane, but it's so hard to change. Time don't feel so linear. With heartbreak so familiar.